Hey guys, welcome to My Lane Perspective. Today I'm going to be showing you how to clean and restore your headlights all by yourself. A very easy process to do. All you're going to need is some sandpaper, some 2K clear coat, and then a respirator or a mask of some kind. To restore your headlights, when they start to yellow like this, sometimes you'll even see some pretty aggressive corrosion or buildup up on the top. If that's the case, you're going to want to start with 400 grit. If you have relatively clean headlights like this one with just a little bit of yellowing, then I would recommend starting with a 600 grit and then moving your way up to 1,000, 1,500, and finally 2,000. But really, that's all it's going to be. Sand this guy, clear coat them, let them dry overnight, and then it'll be ready to install back in the vehicle. So here we are in the shop at the sink, and if your headlight is still installed on the vehicle, just a spray bottle with water would work fine. I'm going to be wet sanding this guy, and I already have some 400 grit that I was using earlier, so we're just going to start with that. And really, we're just going to hit this whole thing, and you'll kind of start to see the yellow coming up with this, so it'll look pretty filmy. It's a little nerve-wracking to sand at first, but don't worry about that. Just hit it with that 400 grit sandpaper, and then we'll move up to 1,000, 1,500, 2,000, dry it, and then we'll move on to some clear coat. That is going to be the final product for sanding. Let me dry this guy off real quick, because you want to make sure this is as dry as possible so that the paint has no problem sticking to it. This is what the headlight looks like before we have any clear coat on it. So as you guys can see, very, very foggy. And I'm actually going to let that air dry. And the next step is going to be getting ready for paint. So again, if you need to do any masking, like if you wanted to mask that off, you could, or if it was on the vehicle, make sure you're masking everything off. Pretty easy process here. Just pop this guy off, and you can see there's a little tab right here, and you're just going to put that right there and push. Now usually I find it's easiest to just push it against the flat surface. You'll hear it pop like that. That can has been punctured. And now, fun part, just shake this for probably about 2 minutes. So this is going to be 2 medium layers. So let's try this. Okay, so there's the first layer. So it's been 5 minutes, and so we're just going to hit it again with 2 medium coats. Make sure you get every angle that you need, and then we'll be good to go. And there you have it.
All right, well, here's the finished product. So you guys can see on the left is the new restored headlight. I think this thing came out great. Now, there are some micro cracks that you can kind of see right here, and that was already in the headlight. It was easier to see as I sanded it, but that's something you're never going to fully get out. But compared to what we came from, this looks way better. Now, I also wanted to show you another set of headlights I restored. I did these around the same time using the exact same process. So just sandpaper, spray paint, and then let it cure for about 24 hours, and then you can throw them onto the vehicle. But as you can see here, I'll switch over to how they were when I bought them. Pretty rough condition. So that just goes to show it doesn't matter if your headlights are like the first set I did with a little bit of yellowing or really caked on there and need a complete restoration. This process should work for any set of headlights. Thanks so much for watching my video, you guys. I appreciate you taking the time and hopefully learning a thing or two. If you have any questions, let me know down in the comment section below, and we'll catch you for the next video. Take care.
So we just finished painting. One of the cool things about this is it has a shelf life of about 48 hours. Now what you can do to prolong this, because I probably have 80% of the can left, is you can actually put it in your freezer when you want to use it again. Just bring it back up to temperature, shake it for 2 minutes, and it's good to go again. And at that point, I mean, I've had it last 6 months, a year after I've punctured the can. So don't throw this away when you're done. Just put it in your freezer or anywhere that's cold enough, and you guys can keep it long term.